A crimson moon appears inside the warp, glowing like a wand in reality. A tear opens, spilling darkness into the Imperium. From it emerges a figure in Gothic armor, a cape darker than the abyss, eyes glowing with predatory red fire. Dracula has entered the 41st millennium, the warp whispers. Demons twist, but Dracula does not fall into madness. Instead, the warp bends around him, feeding his hunger. The Chaos Gods feel his arrival instantly. Khorne snarls at this ancient predator. Tzeentch observes him with interest. Nerva laughs. Slaanesh trembles with fascination. They all agree on one thing. Dracula is not prey. He is competition. He appears on an imperial frontier world. Night spreads unnaturally across cities. Power grids fail. Patrols vanish. A squad of Astra Militarum enters a village haunted by screams. They find bodies drained of blood, their faces twisted with terror. Survivors speak of a pale king who floated in the air, commanding shadows. Dracula descends upon the squad. You will serve me. Half of them kneel instantly, their wills crushed by his presence. The rest fire desperately, but a swarm of shadow bats tears them apart before they can flee. The Blood Angels respond next. Sanguinary Guard squad confronts Dracula. Identify yourself. Creature, their captain demands. Dracula walks forward calmly. Your blood sings with ancient purity. You would make a fine servant. The Space Marines attack with lightning claws, power swords, and bolter fire, but Dracula moves like smoke, shifting into mist, reappearing behind them, draining their life with impossible speed. For the first time in centuries, the Blood Angels feel fear. They are facing a predator older and deadlier than any daemon host. Dracula's presence infects entire worlds. Cities fall silent. Populations vanish overnight. Vampire cults rise, worshipping him as the Crimson Emperor. The Inquisition declares him an Omega-level Xenos threat. The Adeptus Mechanicus desires to capture him, fascinated by his regenerative immortality. But Dracula dismisses them. You taste of rust and desperation. Khorne grows enraged that Dracula steals souls that should belong to him. A bloodthirster emerges from a warped tier to challenge the vampire lord. The battle becomes legend. Hell-forged axes clashing against ancient vampiric sorcery. Warp fire colliding with shadow storms. Dracula is wounded, but the bloodthirster falls first, drained of its demonic essence. The warp itself screams. Now even the Chaos Gods fear him. Across the galaxy, the Emperor senses the presence of this Crimson King. From the Golden Throne, his psychic voice spreads across the Imperium. This creature threatens humanity. He must be destroyed. The Grey Knights are summoned. Drago himself leads them. When they confront Dracula, he stands unafraid. So, the Emperor sends his hounds. He says, "We are not here to talk." Drago replies, "We are here to end you." The battle tears apart the fabric of reality. Dracula summons storms of blood and shadow. Drago calls down holy flames. Seek-out rounds rip through the darkness. Dracula regenerates again and again, but the Grey Knights wield a power he cannot feed upon. The Emperor's light. After hours of battle, Drago traps Dracula in a psychic prison forged from pure golden light. Dracula roars with ancient fury, but even he cannot escape a cage powered by the master of mankind. The crypt is sealed. The Imperium hides the truth. So, what if Dracula entered Warhammer 40K? He would become a galactic nightmare, a predator feared by both the Imperium and Chaos alike. A being who could enslave worlds, challenge the Blood God himself, and carve his own dark empire among the stars. But even monsters need their match. In the grim darkness of the far future, only one truth remains. There is always something darker in the void.